B. System of government. 16. Name the three branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial, Congress, President, and the courts. 17. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. 18. What part of the federal government writes laws? Congress, legislature, legislative branch. 19. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House. 20. Name one power of the U.S. Congress: writes laws, declares war, makes the federal budget. 21. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. 22. How long is a term for a U.S. senator? 6 years. 23. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answers will vary depending on the date and the state you reside in. 24. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. 25. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. 26. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. 27. How many senators does each state have? 2. 28. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation. The Great Compromise. 29. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary depending on the date and the state you reside in. 30. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Answers will vary depending on the date. 31. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state, people of their state. 32. Who elects U.S. Senators? Citizens from their state. 33. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district, citizens in their district, people from their district, people in their district. 34. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. 35. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? The state's population. They have more people. Some states have more people. 36. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. 37. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? The 22nd Amendment. To keep the President from becoming too powerful. 38. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Answers will vary depending on the date. 39. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Answers will vary depending on the date. 40. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. 41. Name one power of the President. Signs bills into law, vetoes bills, enforces laws, commander-in-chief, chief diplomat, appoints federal judges. 42. Who is commander-in-chief of the U.S. military? The President. 43. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. 44. Who vetoes bills? The President. 45. Who appoints federal judges? The President of the United States. 46. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President, Cabinet, federal departments and agencies. 47. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. 48. What are two cabinet-level positions? Attorney General, Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of State, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of the Treasury, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Secretary of War, Vice President, Administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, Administrator of the Small Business Administration, Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, Director of National Intelligence, United States Trade Representative. 49. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. It provides a compromise between the popular election of the president and congressional selection. 50. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court, federal courts. 51. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws, explains laws, resolves disputes about the law, decides if a law goes against the Constitution. 52. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. 53. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. 54. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. 55. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? Life, lifetime appointment, retirement. 56. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent, to limit outside influence. 57. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Answers will vary depending on the date. 58. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money, mint coins, declare war, create an army, make treaties, set foreign policy. 59. Name one power that is only for the states. Provide schooling and education, provide protection, provide safety, give a driver's license, approve zoning and land use. 60. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? Powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. 61. Who is the governor of your state now? The answer will vary depending on the date and the state you reside in. 62. What is the capital of your state? The answer will vary depending on the state you reside in.